So I brought my daughter to the pediatrician the other day and had a very interesting kind of learning experience in how the human mind creates suffering out of discomfort. And so it was really a classic scenario where she was going to go through something uncomfortable, like getting this vaccine injection, and I was accompanying her. And the day before I was thinking about it and how it might be difficult for her, and it's going to be hard for me to watch her suffer. And then the morning of, I picked her up from daycare, and I was sort of anticipating the difficulty for her, and that was going to be difficult for me. And then we get there, and I'm in the waiting room, and she's playing with a little doggy. She doesn't really know what's coming, but I know what's coming, and I'm sort of anticipating and not really looking forward to it. And then we go into the room where they're measuring her height and weight, and she still has no idea what's going on, but I know that the next room over is where she's going to get her shot, and it's coming up, and I'm concerned for her. And then we eventually go into the room where she's getting the injection, and she's been there before, she's had a shot there before, and so I was looking for signs of recognition and fear, and nothing yet. But I was, again, still preoccupied and thinking about it, anticipating. And then finally the nurse comes in with the needle, and my daughter recognizes the lady and sees the needle, and then she knows what's up. And so she grabs onto me, and she's quite fearful. But within like 2 or 3 seconds, the whole thing's over. She has the Band-Aid, and it's done. And then she goes back to playing with her doggy, and everything's fine. But my brain is still going. So how is she feeling? Was it hard? Is she going to be okay? She can have a tantrum, all this stuff. And I brought her back to daycare. She was totally fine. But it was an incredibly humbling lesson for me in taking a 3-second experience that was uncomfortable for her and for me. And I basically extended it over hours and if not days with the storytelling and how my mind just sort of elaborated and amplified the whole thing. And I think it would have been just a little easier to deal with if I just sort of, went with the flow for the short amount of time that it involved discomfort.